Hi, Taylor T. Carlson here, and it's movie review time again. Kino Lorber, of course, has started dipping their toes into the 4K pond, and they put out some pretty solid releases, so we're going to be taking a look at one of them today. This, of course, is Misery. Misery, of course, being based on the classic Stephen King novel of the same name. The film stars Kathy Bates and James Caan, with supporting roles from Lauren Bacall and Richard Farnsworth. We're going to unbox this package. I'll share my opinions on the movie and let you know if I recommend this package. Here's the cover. Got that nice blizzard, but if you look closely, there's actually typed letters kind of tying into James Caan's character being an author. Here's the back, which lists the bonus features, description of the film, credits, and all the legalese. We take the slipcover off. Underneath, pretty much the same thing. Disappointingly, this one does not have a reversible sleeve or anything like that. And in here we have both our 4K and Blu-ray disc. Misery is the story of author Paul Sheldon, who, following the successful writing of his latest book in the Misery series, which has made him successful, he's driving home in a blizzard and crashes, only to be taken in by a seemingly kind-hearted nurse, Annie Wilkes. But once he's in there, he discovers that she's his biggest fan, and she's more than a little psychotic and off the deep end when she disagrees with some of the forthcoming story choices and so forth. It's not long before our author hero, who's been crippled by the blizzard, finds himself at the mercy of a woman who will do anything out of nowhere to ensure that he stays hers. How will he escape? And what will become of him and his writing career? You get some great actors in this movie, and the set pieces are actually very nice as well. It definitely captures the coldness of Colorado, although I think it was actually filmed elsewhere. The cinematography on this movie was done by Barry Sonnenfeld. He, of course, would later be known for being the director of the 1990s Addams Family movies, as well as the Men in Black movies. And you have Rob Reiner in the director's chair. He'd previously directed Stand By Me itself, another Stephen King adaptation. And while he'd primarily been known for things like, comedies and comedy dramas prior to this, this is where you really start to see that he could handle dramatic content very well, in addition to all of that. It's definitely a gripping story, and while James Caan's performance is certainly good, it's Kathy Bates who steals the show. This woman is a seriously underrated actress, and if you want to see proof of that, look no further than Misery. I mean, the film creates that sense of claustrophobia, and we really feel for James Caan's character in this movie. It is a shame that Lauren Bacall is relegated to such a small role, although Richard Farnsworth, who plays the elderly sheriff, certainly gets in his share of scenes that are highlights as well. It's a very good, very underrated movie. It's not one of the Stephen King adaptations that people are really quick to talk about, maybe because there's not a whole lot of monsters and psychotic killers, but that doesn't make this movie or story any less effective. I admittedly have never read the source novel, but I won't deny I love this film. It's a personal favorite, and I'm glad to finally have it in 4K. Now, how does Kino Lorber's 4K disc of Misery stack up? It was released on Blu-ray twice, once just by the studio, and then once in a special edition from Scream Factory. And the Scream Factory disc looked better, but was slightly cropped. Now, from what I can tell, the Blu-ray in this set is based on whatever newer master they used for this, so I don't believe it's cropped from the original. For the purposes of this review, I'm mainly focusing on the 4K. It looks pretty faithful, and there are some shots that really take advantage of what's to be had here. It does get the HDR treatment, though admittedly a movie like this doesn't require anything too heavy, and the cinematography here is reflected well in what decisions were made with bringing the film to 4K. I mean, the brightness of white snow, the darkness of a cluttered cabin's corners, it all looks very good here, but it's also very faithful looking. You have all the natural film grain intact. You can tell this hasn't been tampered with or noise reduced, and the end results speak for themselves. This 4K release from Kino Lorber is absolutely a triumph, and I don't think fans of the movie will be disappointed with what they see here. As far as bonus features go, disappointingly there aren't any new ones here. It's just stuff from older discs. Now, I don't have the older Blu-ray or the older Scream Factory disc, so I can't say what has been included and excluded from the older releases. Although I will say that it is a nice assortment of features that I think fans of the movie will want to watch. I would advise you to hold on to your older discs just in case there's anything that's missing here. And if I do find that there are missing bonus features from the older discs, I'll certainly post about that here. Are you a fan of Misery? Is this a Rob Reiner film and a Stephen King adaptation that you think never really gets the proper attention it deserves? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, let me know if you've picked up this 4K disc. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more content because I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. See you next time.